Yo, what's up? With your girl Bree, Skulls and Bones 444. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. This is for Scorpio. Okay. Um, I don't know what happened yesterday with my Libra Part 1 video. It didn't upload properly, but they fixed that. It's up now. I do not want to make this video two-part reading because that's annoying. But like I said, Sagittarius is just a heavy full moon that's coming up tomorrow. And Libra was a heavy reading because this is talking about getting justice. Libra is all about justice. So that's why it was so long. But today is Scorpio. For anybody who's got Scorpio in their chart, okay, I know I do. You could be hearing crows a lot. That's your masculine's karmic. Not only is she trying to scare you, trust me, y'all aren't scared of shit. You've been through everything. I mean, hell and back. One, two, three on a timer. And trying to send you curses and hexes about she really wants to try to like break one of your bones. And I'm seeing it like, I don't know, like breaking the lower half of your leg or your foot or sprain something. So please be careful with that because she's been wanting to fight you. And it's just breaking your bones would give her leverage to kick your ass. That's what it's about. 212 on the timer. All right. And I also heard the word electrocution. So when you guys are taking your spiritual baths, make sure that all curling irons, blow dryers, all that shit is off and far away from bathtub or shit, even when you're washing your hands and crap. Make sure that all those appliances are away from you. This bitch is evil, and she's just like the karmic masculine in the sense that, she wants to win at all costs, but she can't. Okay? Ferocious. Electrocution, shit, I don't even want to think about that. Oof. And pay attention to the animal kingdom with what you see. Pay attention to the synchronicities. And because y'all are Scorpios, you guys are very intense with your intellect and your instincts. Your instincts could be heightening like no other. But I would highly suggest y'all stay home if you can. Definitely for today, tomorrow, and the next day, because the full moon, the energy starts the day before, and then it's really big on the day of, and then the energy starts to slow down the day after. But something tells me that the energy of the Sag moon, it's gonna last a few more days after that. So please just be careful. Anyways, what do we need to know about my Scorpios? Scorpio. And the masculines, you need to cut cords also with karmic masculine. Cord cutting rituals, banishing rituals. If you don't know what it is, go look it up, please. Scorpios, Scorpios. One last shot. Okay. Eight of Swords reversed. That is the main message. Okay. This is a very good message, actually. This talks about how you feminines were able to weave your way through everything, all the hardships and obstacles that they sent your way. And whatever the karmic feminine tries to throw your way, it's not gonna happen. You're too smart. Yeah. You may feel a little bit of the energy, the negative energy, but these curses and hexes being sent back immediately. Like, she had many chances to change, but she doesn't want to. She likes being evil. 626 on the timer. And you have never, how do I say, you've never called yourself the victim, even though this whole coven and karmic masculine shit, they made you the victim of their blood sacrifice. Okay, but you weren't going to let yourself be the victim and let them take you down, and they can't take you down. 7-11 on the timer. And your masculine is also very smart. He ain't gonna go down without a fight and shit. He's already confessed his love to you. I mean, to the friends, and your friends don't approve of it. Obviously, they haven't approved of it. He don't give a shit anymore. At first, it was like a thorn, a huge thorn in his side, but he don't give a shit anymore. Let's see what else, Scorpios. Oh wow. By the way, if you're new to my channel, welcome. But if not, thank you for coming back. I have my own version of the Celtic cross. It's a nice like 2-for-1 deal with getting the answers. Nice. Let's put this down here. Man, earlier I saw a picture of the atom bomb. Like, things really are coming to a head. Like, kabing, kabow, kaboom. The masculine, not giving two fucks. You not giving two fucks. Ay, Dios míos. These are some pretty damn good cards right now. See what happens. I'm just gonna take these last ones here because that's a lot. And I just saw an image of the karmic feminine 10:30 on the timer before I say this. I saw an image of the karmic feminine trying to either she's going to try her luck with going to one of the tarot readers that she went to in the past. And it's like as soon as she opens up the door, she is being thrown out because the tarot reader knows that she's evil. And, or if she's trying to go to a different tarot reader, she's automatically being turned down to 11:11 on the timer because this tarot reader can automatically sense the evil and the nasty aura. Oh, look, and on the bottom now, the main message is the Four of Swords upright. It's called Chilling Like a Villain. Chilling like a villain. You're cool. You're chilling. You're resting. It's time for you to rest from everything. 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 Because karmic cycle between you and the karmic is done with. Okay. This karmic feminine can't touch your ass. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles upright. This is the present. Ace of Pentacles upright. You are getting what you deserve. Ultimate Pentacle. I mean, this is like the divine just holding his hand out like that, saying, here is your dream marriage, career, money, the house, the kids, all of it. And your spiritual inheritance, which is heightening like a motherfucker. Okay, and ascension. And if there is any tangible financial money that was stolen from you, here you go, sweetheart. The Five of Swords is in reversed. Of course, he wants to block it. The karmic masculine wants to block this from happening, but he can't. I mean, I'm pissed. This may sound fucking weird. Hear me out. You know how I've been saying that the karmic, wants to try to go to the feminine's house and whisper sweet nothings, woo her off her feet, or, have documentation in his hand, legal documentation in his hand, try to explain really fast about, blah, 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 this is what it's about. And you're like, wait, what? Saying it so fast you don't understand. You say no, don't sign it. Of course they get pissed. You shut the door, you lock it, right? But you know better than that to not even open the fucking door. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's two things. You feminines, you could be somewhere, I don't know, 5'1" to 5'5", whatever, okay? But this dude, long blonde hair, which could be receding and having gray hair because he has stressed himself out to the max. He's tall as shit, like 6'4", whatever. So When you close the door and shut it, I see y'all maybe trying to get down like on all fours, your hands and knees, and trying to crawl somewhere in your house, hoping that he doesn't see where you go, but he is. And gonna be so pissed off that like he's gonna wanna try to punch through a window, okay? And this person, I'm not sure if they're strong enough to punch a dent into a wall, but they are definitely strong enough and ballsy enough to punch a hole through glass, a glass window, to try to sneak in and shit. And the weirdest shit, like this is the way his mind ticks, is what I'm getting is he feels more like a man and more empowered when he punches the glass window. And obviously the shards of glass are gonna, clock into his arm and shit, bleeding all over the place. But in his mind, it's like showing dominance. Hell yeah, I can break a glass window and I'm coming for you, whether you like it or not. Oof. Like I said, just don't answer the fucking door. Uh, have 911 on speed dial. Okay, and find a place in your house where it'll be hard to find you. Like hide and go seek. Yeah, find a place where it's gonna be hard to find you if that crazy fuck actually does break a window to try to get in and shit. Bullshit, or try to catch you off guard, like breaking and entering in the middle of the night. Yo, man, like I said, 911 on speed dial and fucking take a visit to your local police department and ask what the fuck you can do and give them the name of this person, you know. And shit, I would ask if I can have a baseball bat. Fuck a wooden baseball bat. Fuck the Louisville Slugger now. You need aluminum. Okay? Shit. Oh my god. Hold on. Gonna. People. Really is a crime of passion. What in the hell is the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords about? Please and thank you. Yeah, obviously. Good. Rightfully so. The Fool reversed. That's exactly who the karmic is. He's a fool. He's an idiot for thinking that he can actually try to take away your gifts, what you deserve, what you've earned, what is meant for you to have. Okay? And I mean, taking risks without thinking twice and without thinking how it's gonna affect other people and shit. Time's up, motherfucker. Game over because right here you have the Ten of Wands upright. These are the hardships and your obstacles, you fuckwad. They've already been experiencing shit. They have. And they're being haunted by your spirit guides and your ancestors. And boy, they are just fucked up on drugs, alcohol, because they just want to numb themselves up. Well, when you go to prison, that's not how it's going to be. You're going to get some serious withdrawal, but then again, like I said, I keep sensing suicide. And I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, but he just does not have any inner strength to handle that. King of Swords reversed. That is the karmic, the tyrant. Just talks shit. Talks shit. Rumors and lies. Even now. And if y'all gotta go to court, because like yesterday in the Libra reading, I sense that there's gonna be a legit police officer, 2131 on the timer. There's gonna be a legit police officer that is gonna hand you a letter that y'all should have gotten a long time ago about, you know, tangible financial inheritance. And they know about this King of Swords reversed already and what he's done. Okay? The King of Swords reversed, the karmic, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. The authorities, true authorities, really do know. Well, guess what? Now you know, you karmic. They've got your ass. You can't go anywhere. And if you try to lie in court, oh, you funny. Page of Wands reverse. I swear to God. He's actually wants to take action in court. Okay, because if y'all decide to sue the fuck out of these people, 2255 on the timer, he's actually thinks that he can take action and lie and manipulate his way through. And with the way he talks so much, oh my God, the judge is gonna get annoyed. He is, you know, whenever you see court cases and 2332 on the timer before I even say it, if you've ever seen, TV court cases where you're questioned by your attorney and then your opposition's attorney, right? And they, you answer honestly, you swear on the Bible as they do. And then, you're done answering. And, the attorney will say, okay, that's enough. You may please get off the stand now. He's not going to do that. He's going to keep on tickety and tickety and tickety. And it's like, it's just going to give him away because that's his plan. It's like, dude, the more you talk and violate the rules in the courtroom, you're just giving yourself away. It's like, why are you over explaining yourself? But they already know. Can't make this shit up. Seven of Swords upright. He really thinks that. Just try to get away with this and get away from the cops. Like he is. Oh shit. A long time ago when I was talking about, stealing identities and social security cards and um, creating fake accounts in your name, if you ever had a credit card, they very well could have used your social security and your credit card to rent out an apartment to go and hide out. Trying to be slick, bitch. Please. Judgment and reversed. Of course, he's trying to hide away from judgment. Of course. But you can't. Because you're the fool in reverse. You've already got all your hardships and obstacles that you've been facing, and not just with life, okay, in general, but he's also being haunted by the demonic entities that he had been conjuring up and never gonna change. You know, like as they have a jury in court, the jury's gonna fucking know that he's lying and shit. Three of Cups reversed, yeah. Third party out. No happiness for them, no celebration, nothing. And now, like, remember you had the Four of Swords earlier, chilling like a villain? Nine of Wands reversed. You all can relax. Okay, Scorpios. Y'all, I mean, by now, without a fucking doubt, okay, y'all got PTSD from this whole spiritual warfare and psychological warfare, okay? And you've had to learn how to train yourself to think like sociopath, to constantly stay, 10 steps ahead. Well, you're gonna have to train yourself to realize that you are not being attacked anymore. You don't have to constantly look over your shoulder. I know it's easier said than done, and if you have to go see a spiritual advisor about this, then please do. Because you know that a regular therapist is gonna look at you like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. They're just gonna stay stagnant. They're not moving forward at all in life. I can't make this shit up. Justice. This is your justice. Beautiful. Beautiful. What the hell's on the bottom here? And look, Three of Wands upright. You get everything back. All of it's like a big ass pirate treasure chest full of all your money, your dream career, like everything that you've been manifesting for forever and a damn day. That's so Scorpio. And I just heard, I take no prisoners. So I don't know if it's your mindset, because growing up for me, and any bullying that happened to me, it's like, I take no fucking prisoners, bitch. Oh shit. And I really keep seeing that this attorney, well, it's either they're going to take on this case for free because they know your financial status or lack thereof and all the crimes that have been committed against you, or maybe they're going to do it for half price, which you may have to take out a loan possibly. I don't know, 50-50 on that. But definitely in this situation, it's going to be, even the attorney's like, take no prisoner. 3111 on the timer. In the past now here, the Knight of Pentacles upright, like I've always said, out of all the knights, this is the slowest moving one. Okay? Your masculine, Jesus Christ, coming to you slower than fucking molasses in the past. Because Two of Wands upright talks about having to make a decision. Yeah. Your masculine's karmic and your karmic really working hard together to confuse your masculine about who he wanted. Does he want the karmic or does he want the feminine? Okay? And also, for a good while, before the karmic masculine was ripped out of your energy and out of your space, they were playing the game too with trying to confuse your ass with which way to go, but you already knew what you wanted because you already knew how evil this son of a bitch was. And look, like I said, the devil reversed. The devil is out the door. The devil like energy is out the door. For the feminine's energy and space. And this talks about breaking all bad habits that are not good for you, you know, over drinking. There's no problem with enjoying a few drinks here and there. It's called moderation, 3311 on the timer. But, this talks, you're not overdoing it. Maybe you quit smoking, perhaps you've changed your diet, trying to lose weight, you've changed your life around. And so has the masculine man, which is awesome. The masculine has realized that, there's a lot more to life than just partying and fucking and all other kinds of bullshit. Let's see something here. Paying attention to the time so I don't go over. Alright, let's get clarifying cards for the Knight of Pentacles upright, Two of Wands, and the Devil. What the hell we got going on? Okay, Three of Swords reverse. That's really nice. Talks about healing from headache. Yeah, your masculine has had to heal from heartache, from learning all the information that they have. And you've healed your heart too. Like, Your heart chakra is still open. They wanted to close your heart chakra. The karmic and the coven did. And um they wanted to try and close up your masculine's heart chakra too, but it didn't happen because, it didn't matter what chick or broad came his way, which I really, really do believe that the last chick was a black witch and it was a setup to keep him distracted. And yes, the karmic feminine pissed off with that too. Fucked around because she wanted him. She's been doing everything in her power to keep him, but that ain't gonna happen. Seven of Pentacles in reversed. Yeah, the hard work that people were doing with the black magic. No fruit of the fucking labor. Nothing. And they've realized that already because they're just so pissed off that they got screwed over by this karmic and just blindly following along thinking he was telling the truth. And I mean, this was some serious toil and labor working with the black magic and all throwing all kinds of obstacles and hardships, and for what? For nothing. They don't get anything in return. A lot of them have probably had to, because they were using the feminine's sacral chakra big time. Big time. Okay, and that's sacral chakra has to do with creativity and sexual energy, and it's to help to produce things. Like, when I say produce things, I'm talking like these people were sucking out your energy like a straw. Okay? And they use that energy to, hey, we're gonna have money to buy this new house. We're gonna have the money to, send little Joey to a good college. We're gonna have money for fancy cars, money to help save grandpa or the kid that's got leukemia, whatever. And fucking last time I checked, none of that shit is your responsibility. Okay, 38:28 on the timer. Well, now that they can't do that shit anymore, they're losing it all. They're going bankrupt. They have to put up their house for sale and give it up to the bank. They have to give up the cars. Little Joey doesn't get to go to college. And unfortunately, whoever's in the hospital, they're not going to be able to get the proper treatment that they need. And it sucks. And look, now that the devil is in reverse, you got the Three of Pentacles upright. To me, this is a group of three working together, and it's like, to me, a marriage. You have the man, okay? It's like a marriage license, the woman carving the names to make it official. And this guy holding documents, okay? And he's like asking permission from the divine with the light coming down about, is this marriage approved? And yes, of course, it's sacred, it's divine. Especially now that this devil energy is out. And all shit, Six of Pentacles upright, yeah. You get what is owed to you. 40:04 on the timer. You get your justice, what is owed to you. My camera has had issues. Hold on. I'm back and it was 40:20. The camera is still very blurry. 40:30 on the timer. This sucks. But not gonna lie, I think it's the opposition fucking around. Because they don't like that I'm speaking the truth. 40:50 on the timer. Well, the show must go on anyways. Over here, if you can see my hand, this is the future. Queen of Swords upright. This is you speaking your truth, honey. I don't even know if y'all can see that. This is y'all speaking your fucking truth. Especially, excuse me, especially if you gotta go to court. I mean, you're already speaking your truth if you're doing something like this, excuse me, or if you have some other social media platform, 41:41 on the timer. And if you're doing something like this or on another platform, you're calling out judgment on everybody. Quality of this video, god damn it. Y'all, please forgive me for this. And if you have to, put on the subtitles. For real. Anyways, the next one you have Page of Pentacles. This keeps coming out because you guys have another idea of projects up your sleeve. You know, you've you've thought about this for a very long time. You love what you're doing right now because you're doing something with spirituality. That's what you're meant to do. Soul purpose and life mission. Okay. But there's other things that you want to do. And of course, shut the fuck up about it. But once all is said and done, you can go and, proceed. Masculine's going to help you. A part of you guys wish that y'all could have started on this project a long time ago. But whatever you're doing right now, 43:34 on the timer, the opposition was already making it 10 times more difficult on you than it had to be. Okay? And I just heard, the karmic masculine is giving orders to the karmic feminine to try to make y'all fuck up by saying what your new project is so they can try to sabotage it, but they can't. Not gonna happen. And they also want to try to um do silence spells on your masculine. 44:33 on the timer. Silent spells in that giving him a hard time to express himself and his love for you because he's already done it to everybody else. And see, he's hoping that So for some of the masculines out there, you're hoping that you're gonna hear from your feminine, but no, it can't be like that because it's just too fucking dangerous. Okay? This is a test of courage for you. That you have to pass this test. You gotta show courage and bravery, okay, to go to her because it, if she tries to reach out to you, it's just too fucking dangerous. And if she tries to go to your place, whatever. There's gonna be people that are hiding around that are just gonna be waiting to bust her ass, beat the shit out of her. Nope, not gonna happen. So it's your job to come in like a knight in shining armor. Especially look, yeah, the Knight of Cups reversed because the karmic is in competition with the masculine, like I said, to see who can get to the feminine first. And it's like this dude just doesn't want to give up, but he's gonna have to. Because he's going to prison and he's gonna go kicking and screaming. Hold on. I mean, finally, 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 thank God. Okay, want to get more information here about the Knight of Cups first. Can't make this shit up when I said that the feminine can't go to the masculine because I mean, Five of Wands upright. This is total physical fighting. This is their plan. Their plan. Because this Knight of Cups, the karmic, knows that, I mean, everybody knows you're madly in love with the feminine, and this karmic feminine seriously wants to break bones, like cause natural freak, well, not natural, but just cause weird freak accidents. And if she's fucked up that way, they're gonna take advantage of that. It's too dangerous. Man. And this karmic and the karmic feminine, they could, come to the masculine's house, like with their whole entourage, harassing the masculine. Put 911 on speed dial too. The magician upright, you got this shit under control. You don't you don't take any prisoners either. You are a wizard, very powerful one, great alchemist, and the feminine, very powerful natural witch and an alchemist too. So you masculines, use power of your magic and make sure you're thinking logically too about how to handle this karmic masculine and these people that want to fucking fight. Okay? Because they want to fight you. Excuse me. They want to fight the feminine if she comes to you, but if not, you're second in line. Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is a breakthrough in communication, but for the karmic masculine, it's gonna be horrible because everybody's gonna hear about the reunion, and this is gonna kill them practically. Like, damn near kill them of a heart attack. But you and your masculine, y'all ain't gonna give a shit. You're like, too bad, so sad, little bitch. Once again, Three of Wands upright. You get what you want, man. I can't make this shit up when I said it's gonna fucking kill, like, damn near kill him of a heart attack. Because you have the Six of Cups in reversed. This is the karmic man. You have no good memories of him at all. All you remember is his controlling ways. This relationship didn't last long at all. That's all you know, is that it just try to have complete power and control of you, and you never loved him. 51, 51 on the timer. Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, he's going on to turbulent waters. That's it. I mean, get a fucking grip. You caused this mess upon yourself, bro. Don't quit playing the victim. You keep using the feminine as the villain. No. And the Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, the truth has been out. And ooh, if there's any physical fights that go on, the masculine is gonna prevent it from happening because he ain't gonna come out the fucking door. He's too smart. 911 on speed dial. Knows the truth. But he may quickly try to open up a window and, cuss the fuck out the karmic masculine, karmic feminine, the little entourage. The tower upright. Yeah, these people know that reunion is coming. They just don't know when because they've lost their gifts. They've lost their powers, and like I said, whenever they've tried to go to other professional readers to get information, the results are coming out all fucked up. But that's because the divine refuses to let them have any information on your life like that. But the Tower card may come out in a reading, and everybody's like, God damn it, when's this shit gonna happen? Could be any day, fuckers. Just get ready for it. Well, Yeah, Five of Cups reversed. Plan didn't work. Having to walk away. No choice, because the authorities are after you, and that goes with the Tower, too. The Ten of Swords reversed. Once these fuckers go to prison, or some people are going to leave the state altogether and try to hide from the authorities, but it's not going to happen. Sooner or later, they're going to get caught with the authorities. But now that the masculine has walked away from these people, he's not going to get backstabbed anymore. He's not. No, look, the King of Wands reversed. Who would have guessed? Hold on. Get my water. This King of Wands reversed. This karmic masculine. Lazy as shit. Doesn't want to initiate anything. Just uses magic to get his way, but has no powers anymore. He just wants the karmic feminine and the other entourage of the small coven that's left to do the dirty work, and it's not gonna work. Just get over yourself, man. Over here, you have the lovers, which is awesome. I almost dropped that. Ooh, spirit is in the house. Somebody does not want this for you. 57:47 on the timer. But you're getting it. The lovers. And this also talks about business partnership working. You and your masculine are working together on projects. Knight of Wands reversed. Oh, yeah, this is the karmic feminine. Wants to take action. Hey, yo, masculines out there, do not, I repeat, do not drink or eat anything that the karmic feminine tries to offer you or from anybody else that you used to be friends with, because there's gonna be something nasty in the food or drink, but you can't, you're not gonna be able to taste it. But it has to do with black magic and curses. But you're divinely protected because y'all could be seeing 444 on the timer. Yeah, do not. Ooh, do not do that. Then you have Strength Upright, that is a Leo card. Feminines, you are so strong mentally and emotionally for getting through all this shit. And the masculine, when he found out what the fuck was going on, in their mind, they're like, that's a tough bitch. That's a tough bitch. And when I was talking about test of courage, the masculine, you gotta be strong. Reach out to your feminine, okay? Yep. The Seven of Wands upright. This just talks about how same shit. It's the same storyline constantly over and over and over because this karmic masculine just hasn't wanted to give up. But the feminine who had to defend herself against this whole crowd, for like 8 to 10 years, some of y'all 12 to 14. For me personally, it's been 8 years. Ay, ay, ay. And it was exhausting as shit. And now it's gonna be the karmic masculine trying to defend himself against the people he fucked over. Masculine, but one person trying to defend himself against the people who are not going to approve of the relationship. But fuck it. Fuck it. Ivy O'Neill's. I'm gonna take another quick break, man, 'cause this is the same shit over and over. It's fucking annoying. Alright, I'm back, folks. I had to woosah. Is this person and the karmic feminine just the fucking best, man? Oh my god. And the timer, when I paused it, it was 10151. Some of you guys out there could have a life path. What the fuck? No, advertisement shit. Um, yeah, some of you guys could have a life path number 5, which means freedom. Or you guys could be born in the 5th month of the year, which is what, May? Or just on the 5th of any month. Anyways, so far I think I'm doing pretty good on the timing. Look, no matter what, no matter what fucking happens, here's the Two of Cups. This is the sacred reunion, man. And you feminines out there, you're a good high priestess. This is a Pisces card too. You could have Pisces somewhere in your chart. Like, what is? This was the third card. Whatever idea, whatever idea, I'm getting this in two ways. Whatever idea the masculine's got up his sleeve. Oh shit. I just noticed that. That's a castle. It's like building your own, it's y'all working together to build your own empire. Gonna be successful in whatever way he comes, just, yeah, it's gonna work out. I'm not saying any more shit. Yep. Alright. Over here. Nine of Pentacles upright. That's you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn somewhere in your chart. Yeah, man, you're standing tall and proud. Head up straight, shoulders back. You've learned your lessons from this whole journey. You know you're not going to take shit from anybody. You are none of the rumors that they said you were. You're not a slut, not a whore. You never had, you never cheated on the masculine. You never had an affair with a married man or abortions. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you're independent, right? You've been working very hard on yourself, and you've done it. Be proud of yourself, okay? Take no bullshit. And if people want to give you problems, just you say no, but do it kindly. Once again, the Eight of Swords reversed. You have a lot of creativity, man. You know how to use both your logic and your intuition to get around problems. And you don't cheat your way out. And you know what? The Emperor right here, this is your masculine, very creative too, knows how to navigate his way. The King of Pentacles reversed. This is the karmic. Oh my god, fucking annoying. He ain't got no money, and they try to say that you were a gold digger. That's not the truth. Okay, you are not a superficial person. You never have been. All you want, you were always taught, to aim for the star or aim for the sky, whatever, but you were never taught to cherish, superficial shit. But if you did get anything superficial, like really nice clothes or jewelry or whatever, you were very grateful, very humble about it. This person, the King of Pentacles, he is not humble or grateful for anything, can't manage or budget his money for shit. He doesn't even have a job anymore. Just I sense prostitution, just prostituting. The Queen of Wands upright. This is the feminine. You love to work. Okay? Like when you're given a project or whatever, you initiate things. You get the job done. And I mean, if you ever make a mistake on something, you're not, you don't let your pride or ego get to you. You fess up to a mistake if you made one, on the job or whatever, but you're going to correct it and try again. Then you have the Ten of Cups reversed. Oh, it's the karmics and the coven who, number one, they don't want you to have your happy family. They've been trying to destroy it for forever and a day, and delaying it, but there's nothing they can do. 909 on the timer. Okay, and your karmic and their karmic, yeah, their family's done. It's very dysfunctional. And the whole karmic family of Coven, it's fucking dysfunctional. They're falling apart. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. This karmic was totally hell-bent. Ooh, taking away everything, especially your money. Love, I mean, wanted you complete. Homeless. Some of y'all could have been homeless. Seriously. and try to take away your spiritual gifts. That ain't happening. You're too powerful for that. And it was a total blow to their pride and ego that you're more powerful than them. Yep. A page of swords upright goes two ways, like I've said before. The karmic being nosy as fuck and all up in your energy and in your space for the longest time, but they're out. They were forced out. They can't ever come back. Enough's enough, game over. I mean, shit, if they had a chance to go up your ass crack in the anal, the anus, they would have. Okay, and then this was also the masculine doing his research about you and his friends and what the truth was, and shocked, shocked that he let you go. The star upright. Like wish upon a star, man. You get what you want and manifested. Same thing with the masculine. And y'all could be seen in the public eye, such as moi. Eight of Wands upright. This talks about creativity. Remember what I said about y'all being creative? Y'all could even be inventing something. And it's just going to be very successful. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Seven of Cups reversed. Yep. The masculine realized that he made the wrong choice with getting with the karmic. And that you are their dream girl. The Five of Pentacles upright. Yeah, the people who have been fucking with you, they're gonna be in complete poverty, sorrow. The way they wanted you like that, and they've been trying their damnedest to keep it like that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, because the star is right here. They want to keep this star, the Five of Pentacles. Nope, it's the other way now. Death upright. Like I said, I've said it in like every damn reading. Um, this can talk about physical death, which, yeah, there have been people who have died from fatal car crashes. That's what they wanted. They wanted you to drown somehow. They, uh, fucking shit. They wanted you to have a terminal illness like cancer. Who wanted you to die from like ovarian cancer, all kinds of shit. And like I've said before, somebody that wished you to have an accident, a fatal car crash, they, it wasn't a fatal car crash, but they, like I said, someone was driving over a bridge somewhere, a long ass bridge somewhere, and there was a lot of water, like an ocean underneath this bridge. And maybe it was raining or the wind was really strong. They lost control of the wheel, ended up hitting the side rails and could have spun around. And then before they knew it, kablam, they fell over and they drowned in the car. I wouldn't wish that shit upon anybody. That's got to be a horrible death. But this also talks about transformation, letting your old past go, shedding old skin so you can become A better version of yourself. The Hermit in reverse. Someone coming out of their cave, speaking their mind. Okay, speaking their truth, speaking their mind, and being social again. Like I said, the feminines, you guys, they did some hardcore isolation spells on you and silent spells on you. So, like I said, if you ever try to get a hold of your masculine in any way, shape, or form, it did not work out. It did not work out in your favor. The moon reverse, this is a Pisces card. All secrets and mysteries are out in the open for everyone to see. The Hierophant reverse, Taurus card. You could have Taurus somewhere in your chart. The secret organization, society. This talks about this cult, this coven. This is the karmic family that's crashing down. And the karmic, the huge bad egg, is the one who is the villain, the culprit for bringing down this whole church with the lies and the bullshit. Because everybody's getting karma for what they did. And the karmic just try very hard to get you to convert. And you're like, nah, no, the hell no. Ace of Cups reversed. Oh, no happiness, no joy for anybody except you guys, feminine and masculine. Karmic drinking his fucking brains out. Constantly fucked up. Like I said, you know, after he dies, they might do an autopsy on him, and the liver is just destroyed like mush. What the fuck? Page of Cups upright. Was it in reverse? I don't know the way I picked it up. Fuck, I'll read them both. Four of Pentacles upright. They're trying to hold on to any last bit of money that they have, which I swear, I really believe it's coming from them prostituting, selling drugs. If it's in reversed, this is you. You don't have to hold on for dear life anymore. 18 on the timer. You're not going to have to hold on to this, And Page of Cups upright. This is a masculine thinking, karmic thinking that, oh, well, maybe I can try to offer, a small offer of love and she'll go for it. But no, I mean, you got the Knight of Cups reversed. And if it's in the Page of Cups is in reversed here. Oh, it's, you reject it, they're gonna lose their shit. Oh, fucking well. Okay, I need to hurry up a little bit. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Masculine walking away from all the bullshit. And the karmic feminine are gonna have to walk away too because they're gonna be taken by the law. Nine of Swords, completely paranoid and scared about going to prison and shit. And you are the Empress. Woohoo! Right next to the Emperor. Look, here's your match. The Chariot upright talks about travel, movement, and fast. So all of this shit is happening very fast, including the reunion. The Four of Wands reversed. This talks about other marriages ending. They didn't want you guys to get married. Well, the karma's going back. A lot of people are getting divorced, breaking up. That's what the fuck they get. But you're in chilling like a villain with the Four of Swords upright, Six of Pentacles. You get what's owed to you. The World upright. The karmic cycle is over for you and you're karmic, but masculine, like I said, end the bullshit with four cutting rituals and banishing rituals on this karmic masculine and your karmic. Queen of Cups upright. Ooh, you're such a sweetheart. Such a fucking sweetheart. Two of Pentacles. You've learned how to balance shit in your life. The Sun reversed. These fuckers ain't happy. And you're not going to be happy until you get your masculine and vice versa. Well, Six of Wands. Yep. Y'all won this shit. Queen of Pentacles. The karmic. Feminine. Fucking with your money. And been working with the King of Cups reversed. Mm-hmm. He's an evil son of a bitch. But you guys got this. You got the Lovers, you got Justice, the World, you got the Empress with the Emperor, Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. This has been a whole fucking journey, yo. But you got it. You've won. If you guys like this reading and it resonates, please like and subscribe. Woo. And you know what? When everything is all said and done, just my opinion, I really think that you and the masculine should relocate. Like, oh my god, just relocate. Yeah, like I said, you got the two of cups. What the heck is this, man? This is so beautiful. Oh, and the Empress to the Emperor, that's the ultimate pair. They're the first ones in a tarot deck. Is it the first? What is it, Major Arcana? No. Yeah, whatever. They're the ultimate pair. When you'll come on. Okay. Now I'm doing better. Okay. All right. The Gothic Oracle. Like I said, I'm not going to give the description of the whole picture like they do. I'm just going to give the message. And a lot of the same cards keep popping out for every sign, so it must be important. Let's see what we got, Scorpies. Let's see what we got from my Scorpios. And like I said, if you have to put on the subtitles at the point where it went blurry and shit, put on the subtitles if you can't hear me, please. I deeply apologize. Last shuffle. Scorpios. And remember, you're always divinely protected. You are not alone. Oh, main message is dance with death. Here we go. Risk. It's talking about taking a risk. Okay. Let's see. Dance with death can at times arrive as a warning. Are you taking risks that could become hazardous, or is a choice you're making precarious or even dangerous? This card urges you to consider what the outcome might be and if you are risking more than what you might gain from a certain decision. To dance with death is to potentially make a sacrifice. I think that the masculine has made a sacrifice and he's taken a risk, like risked it all. When it is at its most favorable, this card could be suggesting that a small risk is worth taking. While you would be advised to not endanger either your health or security, there will be times when taking a chance can pay off or a gamble could reap rewards. Yup. So, I don't know. That dragon a bomb. Valor. Yup. Who would have thought? Mm. And there's a message coming y'all's way. First one here is Dragon Beauty, and it stands for gifts. This is a card connotating a gift, a pleasant surprise, or the arrival of something pleasing. It can describe the giving of presents and the generosity of others, but its meaning is far wider than impromptu gift giving. Dragon Beauty will, in some situations, concern compliments and can predict praise. What could be better than being told you are doing a good job or being congratulated for your efforts? In some readings, the card will hint at promotions. If you have drawn this card, then know that the gift of good news is on its way as new opportunities may be headed in your direction. In its simplest of meanings, being reminded of your qualities, admired or noticed will give you a much needed boost. Sounds good to me. This one's fierce loyalty, talks about defense. I truly believe the masculine defending the feminine. This card is a symbol of defense since it suggests that we safeguard those things we consider valuable. In some situations, this will involve looking out for those who are vulnerable. It can also fall into a reading when there is a need for us to look after ourselves. If you have drawn this card, it could mean that you or someone you love is under attack. It is important to remember that attacks can take many different forms and preventative measures may need to be put in place beforehand. Are your computer settings and virus protection up to date? Is your home secure? Or might you be divulging your deepest and darkest secrets to those who might not respect them? It may be time to think about how much you share and what the consequences could be. On a personal level, this card may be asking you to consider your lifestyle. Are you eating healthy and getting enough sleep? When this card arrives for you, think about what you need to safeguard and what will be the most effective way of doing so. Forever yours, 3131 on the timer. Talks about love. True love never dies. Okay. It says even after you've lost someone in the physical, true love never dies. If you have drawn this card, you are being made aware of a love that is honest and true. The dashing phantom in this card is representative of intimacy and everlasting devotion. In a reading pertaining to emotional relationships, this is a sign of a bond that is steadfast and reliable, but also tender and warm. It would bode well for new relationships and can predict the deepening of a romance and perhaps even marriage. When this card arrives during relationship difficulties, it asks you to consider how deep your love truly is and to be honest in your answer. The love depicted in this card can weather any storm, but it requires the commitment and faith of both partners to do so. I think that at first, when y'all met your masculine could have thought, oh my God, this shit's too good to be true. Like, I'm scared, holy shit. Gothic prayer talks about hope. To receive this message is to remember that there is light on the horizon, however dark and cloudy your personal landscape might feel at this time. You may have been consumed by work and feel unable to see an end to pressure and demands. Perhaps financial obstacles have weighed heavily on your shoulders, or you've become overwhelmed by the problems of others. We all need aspirations. If you have drawn this card, then you are being advised not to give up, hoping that yours will eventually manifest. Gothic prayer usually arrives at a time when we are feeling lost and unsure of whether to continue. However, for this very reason, it symbolizes the need to carry on and believe in a better time. Whether you have been down on your luck or are simply feeling unmotivated, this card is a beacon of light at the end of a tunnel, providing something for you to look forward to. Light the darkness talks about clarity. This card cuts through the darkness and helps you to see clearly. During times of worry or fear, it can highlight a positive sign that is headed your way or a snippet of new information that will allow for better understanding of a situation that has been confusing you. If you have drawn this card, it might be time to still your mind and keep alert. Clarity or understanding could be within your grasp if you only open your eyes and ears. The words of a friend, the lines of a song, or a seemingly random message from an unexpected source could provide the answer that you have been looking for. But in this case, y'all, a lot of the friends of the masculine have lied to him. Just take that into consideration. Clarity shines a light into the darker rooms of existence that are filled with uncertainty. When this card arrives in your readings, know that the situation you asked about will soon become more comprehensible. Hallelujah, right? Lost soul talks about loss. Hmm. If you have drawn this card, loss is significant for you right now. You may be feeling sad about the breakdown of a relationship, perhaps, or disappointed about a part of your routine that has ended through no fault of your own. Drawing this card acknowledges these feelings, but it also asks you how you intend to move on from them. Although grief is necessary, finding ways to move past your pain is essential too. What does the rose petal represent for you in the picture? It says, what loss are you struggling to accept? Understand that your feelings are valid, but staying in disappointment and sorrow for too long might not be healthy or helpful. Moonstone talks about healing. If this card has glided into your reading, then healing may be either available or necessary. We do not always realize when it is needed, but this card could be advising you to think about those areas of your life that are causing pain. This distress could be recent or may concern older experiences that have been avoided thus far. Making the decision to heal is not one we should take lightly. It is something that requires participation, courage, and commitment. While some of us might enlist the help of a professional, such as a counselor or doctor, just becoming aware of our wounds and how they will affect us can be the first step towards recovery and healing. What is still causing you distress? How might you begin to release yourself from these memories or emotions in a healthy way? Only love remains, and it talks about memories. If you have drawn this card, it means that the past is of some significance to your question. While you may feel as though your life is now colorless without something or someone you held dear, this may not be wholly true. This card is a reminder of the good times and a chance to reminisce, but also reminds us of the danger that living in the past can bring. There is always more to achieve and enjoy. Yo, the past is of the karmic family. Y'all had good times together. Then when you saw what the fuck was going on, oh my god. As a card of times gone by, only love remains will simply alert you to the past in some readings. A solution could be found in a previous life lesson, or, in some instances, someone from your past could make a reappearance. Rose Fairy talks about pain. If you have drawn this card, you may have been scratched by the sharp edges of love. To give your heart, romantically or otherwise, may have left you unguarded and prey to the dishonesty of others or unkindness of circumstance. Unfortunately, love and pain are intimate sisters, unable to be separated. You may be feeling hurt and grief or are resting beneath a cloud of personal tragedy. The only way of moving through this is to accept that life and love is a mix of light and darkness. If healing is to become your next step, take time to grieve and recover, but remember that you are strong enough to overcome the trials you are facing. I'm going to go to the Wheel of the Year because I know exactly where that is. Talks about cycles. It says throughout the seasons, things sprout, grow, and then wither and die. This is a fact of life, and we must allow it to flow naturally without resistance or interruption. If you have drawn this card, you are being reminded that life is all about change. There are often many changes in life that we are incapable of preventing. Not all of these will be life altering, and while some will be feared, others will be welcomed. This large dragon confirms that change is taking effect and reminds you that sometimes the best course of action is to go with the flow. The wise person will recognize when participation is pointless and it is best to stand back and not react. Now's the time to yield and understand that the universe has a greater plan, even if it is not what you had expected. The Lord talks about battle, okay? This card suggests that battle is necessary or inevitable. There will be circumstances when we are called into conflict and must consider the best method of response. In some situations, choosing not to respond or enter into combat is the best course of action. But this card reminds us there will be times when it is vital for you to stand your ground and fight. The appearance of this card could signify that there is tension in the air. Quarrels and other kinds of non physical warfare could be heading your way. So, donning your own armor, readying for counterattack, could be your best and only option. Unfortunately, we all fall prey to criticisms and condemnation from others. The lore reminds us that there are some disputes we simply cannot walk away from. Yep, especially when it comes to fucking bullies and other crap. The Wish talks about desire. If you have drawn this card, then your wish may soon be granted. However, it may not materialize unless your dream is coupled with action. You may desire a new living space, a better relationship, or a dream job. This card could suggest that this is not as far away from reality as you might think and encourages you to carve a path towards your goal. Of course, it is important to think about the nature of your desires. Some wishes will be more obtainable and others will have hidden costs attached to them. How would your life change for the better or worse if your dream actually did come true? Summon the Reaper, it talks about time. This card is less about death than life. When it makes its way into a reading, it concerns the time that is in front of us rather than what has gone. So many of us mourn the loss of youth and what we consider to be our most vibrant self, but true beauty lies within age and maturity. To be mature and experienced allows for a greater understanding of self and therefore means that we can make more informed choices for our future. Time is always running out, and there is little we can do about that. If you have drawn this card, evaluation of some kind is necessary. How will you choose to live the coming chapters of your life? What adventure is next on your list? In a general reading, you are being reminded that the sands of time wait for nobody. Maybe you need to set the wheels in motion and do something you've been itching to get on with or were putting off for a rainy day. Still doing pretty good on timing, but go for this, bitch. Beyond words talks about friendship. True friendship is rarer than you might think. A real friend is someone who is willing to join with you in joy but does not disappear when the going gets tough. Have you ever had a friend who is there to both laugh and cry with you? If you have drawn this card, then you are being reminded of an unbreakable bond, one that can be trusted and relied on, but that also brings much satisfaction. The unicorn and maiden are from different worlds, but this does not affect their compatibility. Their connection is based on a soul level rather than an earthly one. And a reading beyond words will remind you that someone is there for you. You may think that you know who this person is, but think again. In some situations, a supportive or kindly friend may not be the first one that comes to mind. Who has really been your rock through both the good and the bad? And the last one. Awaken your magic. Okay, talks about inspiration and ideas. If you have drawn this card, it is suggesting that you are not only in receipt of a brainwave or creative spark, but that now is the ideal time to make use of it. Once we have become awakened by the magic of our imagination, we must consider ways we can manifest this idea in the physical world. Have you had an idea for something that could change your life or the lives of others? Have you come up with a better way of doing something or found the solution to a problem? Think of practical ways this inspiration can become released from your mind and born into reality. Nice. All right, y'all. And these messages are one words. I think these cards are really encouraging for people that have been bullied, bogged down, been told no, and the naysayers. You know, you could be the black sheep of your family, the oddball, whatever. No, just came out soul family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. For soul family, that's a good tribe of friends that don't want to hurt you. All right, Scorpios. Thank you for being patient with me with the camera that went all cloudy and blurry. Scorpio. And there's one more. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess, mystic, teacher. Look at that. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. You goddamn right. Speak up. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Everything's been in divine planning, man. All divine orchestration. And you know what's funny is that in my goddess oracle deck, Anna and Mary are both considered goddesses. Warrior woman. Hell yeah. Have you answered your deepest calling? Yeah, you have. You know what it is. Don't fucking psych yourself out, but you're a goddamn warrior. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Maybe you gotta change your schedule, your routines, your diet. For the masculines, who you hang around with. Maybe it's your routine, your diet, who knows? It says no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. So there's going to be a situation or a question where you just need to say no. Look at the thunder. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. They sure are. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah. Yeah. Been talking. I'm pretty sure that has to do with star seeds. I don't know. Excuse me. It says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I'm also a light worker. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. I really believe that this is what the masculine needs to understand. That leaving the past behind and shit, it's happening for you for a reason. The crumbling. hmm What are you clinging on to? Once again, I believe that this is the masculine. It's bittersweet of leaving these past people behind. Great memories, but liars, manipulators, not having, your best intentions in mind. And once you close the gates, look at the garden. Look at the freaking garden. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yeah, the masculine has been initiated. This ascension, yo, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You feminines are fucking exhausted. And Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. The Akasha is talking about the Akashic records, which is the invisible library of your past lifetimes. Who you were, what you did, your insecurities. The karmic and the coven opened it up like an underhanded cheap shot to figure out what your insecurities were so they could use it against you. But the Divine had to close it up because it was being used for evil. But later on, later on down the road, go see a professional who does past life regression, okay? And you can access the Akashic records. Pleiades, this is a certain type of star seed. You got a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. I can't make this up. Starseed, what lights you up? You know what lights you up. Go for it. And boundaries, I'm going to leave it at that. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Too many of you guys have said yes to people, okay, yes to helping them out or whatever, when you really don't. But you're too afraid of hurting their feelings. But in reality, it's hurting you in terms of putting you behind on your priorities and responsibilities. So learn to stick up for yourself and say no. Be nice about it. Oh, yep. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? The masculine has learned his lesson with that. Okay, Scorpios, love you. Goodbye. I barely made it.